It ain't no secret that Dante, like most video game protags, loves practicing them good old Second Amendment rights by carrying a shit ton of firearms, pistols, shotguns, sniper rifles, hand cannons, especially rocket launchers. There's just one firearm that's a Swiss Army knife of Americana, the Pandora, housing a fuck ton of cannons, a big dick energy laser, oh there's a goddamn oversized shuriken. A true testament of enjoying them Second Amendment rights. Today, I'm gonna be getting into the beauty of Devil May Cry 4's Pandora, starting with... First off, you got 2 sets of weapons, 4 base forms and 3 gunslinger forms, not to mention the missing 659 forms. If only DMC4 had a bit more time in the oven. Anywho, it's a rocket launcher by the push of the square button, firing off a basic ass rocket carrying on the same epidemic as the last 3 games. By pulling off some decent damage, backing away a respectable chunk of enemies, while the same shoot button mid-air gets Dante to shoot out a gatling gun, pulling off damage comparable to Ebony and Ivory, only heavier just because of the rapid fire. Filling the past 3 rocket launchers with jealousy, solving the age-old problem of a rocket launcher not firing in the air. It ain't gonna do much in terms of damage or crowd control. Still, it's a really good tool for juggling enemies to keep up them guard flying combos, while filling up that almighty disaster gauge. I'll get to it very shortly. But there's a way to get a much more powerful rocket launcher, channeling Dante's pent-up hatred against demonkind, firing off a missile for a longer distance than the epidemic, separating a fuck ton of demons from their formations, pulling off a fuck ton of damage on bosses and foes. Not just that, you got this one huge fuck off laser cannon vaporizing all of those foolish enough to stand before you, crowd molesting the legions of hell, getting the wacky woohoo pizza man to enact some deep kicking revenge on all the devils who have wronged him in the past. All of these 4 forms have one thing in common, filling up the infamously overzealous disaster gauge, allowing you to inflict one hell of a disastrous catastrophe on the devils summoned by the Order through gunslinger moves. The style button on its own gets the suitcase to expand into a pod filled with rockets around Dante. The more disaster meter you got, the more you can hover around in that pod. It's either shoot 1 rocket at a time with the standard shoot button, or hit the style button to shoot out a barrage of missiles to rain upon the unsuspecting forces of hell, tearing away their formations, handing you hella style points because of that insane as hell fireworks show, ending that argument Dante had with Trish over the pod in the DMC4 novel. Because a rocket launcher filled pod isn't a kid's thing, it's a man thing. Peak of masculinity type shit. Keep this in mind, the rocket barrage takes away a pretty sizable chunk of disaster gauge, but oh shit is it worth it for crowd control alone. It doesn't hurt that you get to pull off fuck off damage. The suitcase has more forms than just missile launchers. Enter the oversized batarang, where Dante throws it around to shred the many damned souls of the underworld in a flash. The higher the disaster gauge, the more grief you can inflict on the many demons coming your way, backing them away from you, mowing all of them down. Not just that, dude, you have the option of opening the suitcase if there's a huge ass crowd against you. With a maxed out disaster gauge, you can quite literally fill them dark souls with light, melting all them demonic faces, taking down the blitz shield, and way more. After all, it's the Omen ending all demonic lives, but here is one catch. To the both of these moves, you need to be careful of that positioning. Whenever Dante pulls off Grief and Omen, hell, I'd say the same applies even for all other rocket types. Think about it, you have to be in a standstill for a transformation to come out. Meaning, if you try to pull off a transformation without knowing where you are, or how close you are to an enemy, you'll get swiped, the transformation ain't coming out. So you have to be mindful of where you're at, even if the form comes out. But if you're careful, the entire area is gonna get cleared. Overall, this has to be the greatest firearm in the entirety of Devil May Cry, and you were able to fuck shit up in the entirety of DMC4 with 7 out of 666 forms, leaving out 659. On the table, dude, this damn weapon needs to come back in Devil May Cry 6. I just hope it ain't one of those devil arms that Dante pawned off just to get some extra pizza money. It should be back in DMC 6 as an extra unlockable. Hell, it should be that one weapon that Dante didn't sell off because it's too dangerous, dude. We need to know what other forms it has. It's got mad potential. With that out of the way, we come to the end of this video. What were your guys' thoughts on it? Is Pandora truly the greatest Devil May Cry firearm to ever exist in the franchise, or are there better firearms? Let me know in the comments down below. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button real impact style. I truly like to thank everyone for getting me to 11,440 subscribers. That is a huge number for me. That real life Dante combo video is on its way. There's just been some random shit happening in my life lately. That has been kind of halting that celebration to go through. And be sure to turn on all notifications so that you could get updated on whenever I upload brand new Devil May Cry or other action game videos. This has been the Devil Joe signing out.